Good evening, I'm Bob Connor with your Channel 784 News, and it is sure to be an eventful evening. In our headlines, a mysterious hole has appeared in the sky, a rare blue flower was discovered in the forest, a local spaceman ended up on an unexpected planet, scientists were alerted to an unexplained low-frequency rumbling heard across the region, an unusual wildlife labyrinth can be found above ground, and a small town reported seeing an unexplained glow in their night sky. Stay tuned for more news, but first, Anna with the weather.
Good morning, everyone. It's Anna with your weather forecast this Tuesday. Let's start with Terrell, a quaint town nestled in the rolling hills of our state. Today, the skies will be gray and the temperature will range from a low of 20 to a high of 31, with rain expected throughout the day. Next up, Koror. This bustling city is a major hub for tourism in our region, and today visitors can expect a low temperature of 16, with a high of 41. Rain is expected all day here as well. Then, to Depew. This scenic and historic village is known for its many apple orchards, and today temperatures will range from a low of 17 to a high of 53. Rain will persist through the day. Addyville, a picturesque town amidst the woods, will see a low of 19 and a high of 23 today, with wind gusts that will reach the triple digits. Finally, in Hoxie, the temperature will range from a low of 16 to a high of 20. Much like the rest of our cities, rain will linger throughout the day. That's it for the weather, but don't go away. Up next, Bob has a look at today's top stories.
Mysterious and potentially hazardous phenomena are cropping up across the globe. The latest unsettling event is the appearance of an even more mysterious and inexplicable hole in the sky. The phenomenon, spotted by confused passers-by, has sparked an online frenzy of speculation as to its origin. What is known is that the circular hole in the sky is approximately 3 meters in diameter and has appeared without any warning or explanation. This alarmingly puzzling phenomenon is shaking up people's sense of security as citizens everywhere are left feeling anxious and unclear as to the implications of this occurrence. Some suggest that aliens are behind the mysterious event. Others think it could be a sign of the world coming to an end. Whatever the cause, and despite the fact that people are sharing videos of the strange appearance, authorities are reporting that they are far from any sort of a resolution. The only thing known for certain is that this baffling occurrence is sure to cause an unpleasant sensation in the stomachs of many who will be left feeling more than a little uneasy until the real cause is discovered. In the meantime, the citizens must simply wait and worry. In an unfortunate turn of events, a rare blue flower has been discovered in a forest. To the dismay of environmental activists, scientists, and conservationists alike, this new find is only further proof that an alarming number of species are slipping through the cracks, leaving many in danger of extinction. The blue flower, which is believed to be from the Asteraceae family and is scientifically named Cynthiax triangline, was found in an ancient forest in the southern United States. It was then posted onto social media, where it was brought to the attention of environmentalists almost immediately. Unfortunately, the activists were quick to realize that the flower was already endangered. While the discovery is certainly interesting for science, the question remains, what will be done to save this species from extinction? Sadly, the flower's find is part of a much bigger problem, the destruction of our environment and the thousands of species that are going extinct each year. Experts predict that, if these trends continue, there is a strong possibility that the flower may become extinct in just a few years, with many more species affected. This discovery, while exciting in theory, is ultimately concerning. It's a reminder of the importance of protecting our environment and the need to act quickly when it comes to preserving our planet's fragile species. Without swift action, a future like this one, where discoveries like the rare blue flower aren't newsworthy, is not far from becoming a reality. In what can only be described as a cosmic miracle, a local spaceman managed to make a 1 in a billion accuracy and landed on an unknown planet this week. The spaceman, who remains anonymous, was on a routine mission to survey and document the stars when they made the historic slip-up and found themselves lost in space with no way back home. Though the spaceman and their spacecraft were out of reach of their former life, the spaceman quickly adapted to their newfound world. It is said that they equipped some basic facilities and used the available resources to sustain themselves while they waited to be rescued. It wasn't too long before the news of the spaceman's daring feat spread like wildfire across the universe. Followers hailed the unnamed spaceman an innovator and a pioneer for their ability to chart a course for the unknown. Miraculously, the spaceman was eventually picked up by a rescue mission several days later, and returned home safe and sound. The spaceman's courage and ingenuity is a source of great admiration and motivation for all aspiring adventurers. The feat is a reminder that, with enough courage and determination, all things are possible, even making a 1 in a billion accuracy in space travel. We're sending wishes of safe travels to this brave spaceman and look forward to hearing more about their phenomenal journey in the days to come. In what could be a troubling sign for the future, scientists have been alerted after reports that a low-frequency rumbling has been heard across a wide region of the planet. The rumbling, which has been reported to sound like a deep, dull hum, has been heard in various locations of the region, spurring concern among experts. This is due to the lack of any understanding of what is causing the phenomenon and the sense that no one knows just how much further the noise may spread. Adding to the worry is that many researchers and seismologists are unable to pinpoint exactly where the sound is coming from, and so far, no one has been able to identify the source of the hum. This has led to speculation that there may be a more serious underlying cause at play. Thus far, there has been no direct link established between the low-frequency hum and any potential hazards it may carry, leading some experts to remain cautiously optimistic. On the other hand, many other scientists and concerned members of the public have expressed their concerns that there may be serious implications for the environment. The rumbling has now been heard for several weeks, and with no viable explanation to date, it raises serious questions about the health and well-being of our planet and what may be causing the phenomenon. It is yet another reminder that our planet may be facing a great deal of unknown dangers, and the situation should be kept under close observation. It's every passenger's dream to take a vacation on a large ship, complete with a staff experienced in making all their needs a reality, no matter their destination. On one particular voyage, however, the ship and its passengers experienced something totally unexpected, a deviation from the typical travel plan. The North Sea-dwelling vessel recently sailed an unusual route and direction, though no one on board seemed to notice. The ship, slated to go from Europe to the Caribbean, took a detour and sailed towards Antarctica instead, without any of the passengers suspecting a thing. The Navy prides itself on outstanding service, which explains how they were able to make this unexpected detour while keeping the passengers in the dark. The passengers, none the wiser until their voyage concluded, were in for a surprise. Despite their initial shock, they were quick to appreciate and praise the distinctive route the Navy ship had taken them on. They loved the adventure that the detour added to their trip. The original plan would not have been nearly so exciting. It's no surprise that the voyage was special for the passengers, and the journey was just as fantastic for the Navy personnel navigating the ship. Experiences like these make it all the more enjoyable to be on board. All in all, this detour was a success. Therefore, the Navy's strategy for keeping passengers in the dark about the alternative journey should be commended for the great experience it created. In a surprising discovery, a team of scientists have found an above-ground wildlife labyrinth that many have thought to never exist. Located in the forests of Sweden, this fantastic structure stands out among the native foliage and boasts an unusually intricate and meandering layout. Not only is the labyrinth itself a magnificent sight, but it also serves an important purpose. It is rumored to be the hiding place for many rare and endangered species of local wildlife. The beautiful design of the labyrinth is the result of centuries of evolution, with 3 layers of stone creating different levels of cover for the animals' homes. Not only does the top layer disguise the labyrinth from aerial predators, but the middle and bottom layers provide insulation for the wild creatures as well. What makes this discovery even more remarkable is that it is a rarity among animal habitats. Although there are many underground labyrinths in nature, above-ground labyrinths are very rare and can exist only within certain geographical conditions. This discovery is believed to be of great importance and a sign of hope for rare species of local wildlife and the conservation efforts to protect them. With such a unique above-ground habitat structure, rare and endangered species are more likely to have a safe, natural environment to thrive in. This discovery adds to our knowledge and understanding of the interconnectedness of nature's creatures and raises awareness of conservation of wildlife habitats. It is also a great example of the way humans and wildlife can live together in harmony. Residents of a small town are reporting an unexplained glow in the night sky, but some say it may have more sinister causes than we would like to think. No one is sure what the cause of this strange brightness is, but many are attributing it to extraterrestrial activities or the supernatural. Whatever it is, some are beginning to feel queasy about it. People living in the town have reported seeing this strange phenomenon for the past few weeks. There appears to be something in the sky that isn't shining just any ordinary light. Some describe it as being brighter than the stars or the sun, with some even saying it could be a UFO. The town's local officials are working with meteorologists to try to determine what is causing this strange sight. However, their investigations haven't yielded any answers yet. In the meantime, locals are concerned. While a majority of people believe that the glowing in the sky is just an atmospheric phenomenon, some are sure the glow is caused by something darker. Rumors about aliens and stories of strange creatures have spread through the town, making many uneasy. It's possible that the glow in the night sky could be nothing more than a natural anomaly or something that could be explained reasonably. Or, it could be something more insidious. Until more is known about the glow in the night sky, it's best for people to proceed with caution. Welcome back to our program. Now we move on to tonight's debate segment, in which our pundits Mike Krockhauser and Ellie Donahue will discuss the mysterious hole that recently appeared in the sky. Mike and Ellie, what do you make of this strange development?
It's a really strange phenomenon, but I don't think there's anything to worry about. This is just something that Mother Nature is throwing at us, and we should take it in stride.
I think you're being dismissive of a serious issue. We don't know what this hole is or what it could mean for us. We need to investigate this further and take it seriously.
That's a bit of an alarmist attitude. There's no need to overreact to something like this. We don't have any evidence that it poses any sort of danger or threat to us.
We don't know what it is yet, so we can't just brush it off. We need to take this seriously and look into it. It's not something to just ignore.
I'm not saying ignore it, I'm just saying that we don't need to panic. There's no evidence that this is anything other than a natural phenomenon. We should continue to monitor it, but I don't think we need to jump to any conclusions.
That's all well and good, but we still don't know what this is and we can't just ignore it. We should be looking into it more carefully and seeing if there are any possible explanations for this phenomenon.
Sure, we should be looking into it, but we should also be keeping a level head. We don't have any evidence that this is anything other than a natural phenomenon, so we should keep our speculation to a minimum until we have more information.
I agree that we should be careful with our speculation, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't be looking into this further. We need to make sure that we get to the bottom of this and make sure that we're not overlooking anything. We need to be thorough in our investigation.
Absolutely, we should be thorough. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't want to jump to any conclusions until we have more information. It's important to keep an open mind and not jump to conclusions without evidence.
Fair enough, but I still think we need to take this seriously and look into it more carefully. We don't want to be caught off guard if this turns out to be something more serious than a natural phenomenon.
Thanks to Mike Krockhauser and Ellie Donahue for their great debate. Now, let's take a look at what's going on in the world of sports. It was an exciting night for fantasy football fans across the globe. The Gladiators, a consistently competitive powerhouse made up of an all-star roster, have taken home the trophy in an intense and thrilling fantasy football championship. The Gladiators managed to break away from the pack early on with a robust offense and strong defensive play, giving them an impressive first-half lead that they were able to capitalize on in the second. As they built upon their already sizable lead, the Gladiators delivered a knockout performance in the final minutes of the game, scoring the winning touchdown. The Gladiators' all-star lineup played an integral part in the victory, combining savvy play calling with remarkable individual performances from each athlete. From the quarterback's commanding control of the offense to the receiver's remarkable ability to make the big catches, to the running back's continuous grind for extra yardage and the defensive back's ability to keep the opponents from mounting a comeback, each of the Gladiators' players were key contributors that made the thrilling victory possible. As the clock wound down, fans of the Gladiators were absolutely thrilled and delighted to see their team claiming victory in one of the biggest games of the season. Their performance and dedication has certainly been a testament to their skill and tenacity. Congratulations to the Gladiators on their thrilling championship win. In an exciting announcement for laser tag enthusiasts, the National Laser Tag League, NLTL, has announced plans to expand their reach to more participants after a record-breaking season. NLTL is the largest laser tag league in the nation, providing an array of competitive and friendly gaming experiences to a variety of laser tag games. With the 2020/2021 season finishing ahead of all previous records, the NLTL saw a major surge in interest and player participation. This increase in interest has led the league to expand its offerings to include more game types and larger game locations. The NLTL is planning to add 2 new laser tag game types to their league, doubling the number of available game varieties. The new game types include Capture the Flag, a classic laser tag game where teams compete to capture the most flags, and Speed Tag, a fast-paced game where players are judged on their speed and accuracy. Both of these games will help to further engage more laser tag enthusiasts, both experienced and new players alike. The NLTL has also increased the size of their games, with larger playing fields now available in many cities across the country. Larger playing fields will allow for more players to join a game and make the league more accessible to everyone. This expansion also provides the NLTL with the opportunity to introduce multiple game types to larger groups of participants. The NLTL is excited about the opportunity to reach more people, promote the sport of laser tag, and provide a fun and competitive environment for all. With the expansion of the league in terms of game types, venues, and member accessibility, the NLTL is confident that the next season will be even better than the first. The inaugural Dronathon event ushered in a new era of robotic hockey that left spectators wanting more, but not in a good way. While the event hailed as the crowning of robotic hockey champions, what unfolded failed to meet the hype. Spectators were treated to a lackluster display of hockey-playing robots with limited abilities and features. This only further added to the disappointment of those in attendance. One spectator even remarked, "It's like watching an old version of Pong, which was popular in the 70s. Way to introduce something modern." The robots' limited range of motion and inability to anticipate their opponents' moves created a less than thrilling match. As the robots scurried around the ice, they rarely encountered one another, while the 2-minute duration of each game meant they were unable to make significant progress in any one match. With robotic hockey still in its early stages, the event was still immensely popular despite the lackluster performance of the robots. The participants and those in attendance proved that they were passionate about the idea of robotic hockey, even if the execution of it left much to be desired. It's impossible to deny that robot hockey has potential to become a major sports spectator event in the future, but the inaugural Dronathon event proved that there is plenty of room for improvement. If robots are ever to compete against human players in the real world, much more work needs to be done to create robots that can perform to an elite level. Until then, the robotic champions crowned at the Dronathon event leave much to be desired. This has been Bob Connor for Channel 784 News. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.